Hello, my people. Welcome back. Today we go to Module 5 of our HTML class. In this Module 5, we are going to learn about styling, and that is called style sheet, or we could probably call it CSS. CSS means Cascading Style Sheet. Is another language. HTML is hypertext markup language, and like I said, is a scripting like language that we can use to write our websites. But this CSS is just to style what we have written on the page. So CSS cannot stand on its own, but it can add more value to our code when we use it. So what we can use CSS for is like changing of the text color, changing of the background of the page, and resizing of images. We have a lot of things which I'm going to demonstrate. Now let us begin. This is our file. These are audio gallery, image gallery. Then this one is picture that I linked into the as image in the previous class. Now let us open a new file. This file, this is where, okay, let me continue with the index. I think we have content on the index. Then let us open this index to see what we have there. Okay, this is our index. I created this as header, then this place as footer. Then this place is the main body. Now you can see we have H1 to H6. Then this is H1. Use H3 for this. Okay, we can use CSS in three ways. The first one is called Inline CSS, and that is what we are going to learn here. Then in advanced class, I will go to the remaining two. We have Inline CSS, we have internal CSS, and external CSS. Inline CSS is very easy to use. The difference between inline CSS and internal CSS is that inline CSS will be pointed to the element. Assuming you want to style your H1, for instance, let me close all the pages. Okay, this is our page. Okay, we started from this page. Let's say this is the H1. If you want to start this H1, all you need to do is just to come to the opening tag of the H1 here, press space, then type style, then equal to. It means we want to start this particular text. And like I told you, anytime you use equal to, use double quote, then you write your style inside this double quote. You can say text minus align. You can say that the text is white, but if the text is correct, it will change to light blue, as you can see. Then use colon at the front. Now, text align, then where should be the position of the text? Let us go back to the one I'm styling. I want to style this. So I want to bring this text to the middle here using CSS. Text align, you can see center. Now, when you are done with the first one, it is from this place to this place. This is element and this is the attribute. So you have to end that statement with semicolon. Semicolon is just like putting full stop in your script. Then by the time you refresh this page, this will come to the middle. You can say that this H1 is not affecting this. Both of them are H1, but because it is pointed to only this, so it is not affecting the second H1 on the page. But if it is internal CSS, once you put internal CSS in the head, or it will affect all the H1 on this page. Let me demonstrate that to see it. Assuming we don't have it here. Okay, let me save this. Now it's back to the normal position. Then let us go to inside the head here. This is where you are going to put your internal CSS by writing style, opening tag, close it, then put the style closing tag. Now within the opening and the closing tag of this tag, this is where you are going to put your style sheet. Just say H1, then curly bracket, like the one we use in set. Now you declare your element and attribute for all H1 on the page. For any H1 on the page, text align. Text align should go to center. You can see semicolon at the front. Now by the time you refresh this, it will look for all H1 on the page. As you can see, this is H1, this is another H1. So it will have effect on all H1 on this particular page, in this particular file. So that's the major difference between inline CSS and internal CSS. Because if you have 100 H1 on a page, you want to use inline CSS, you have to point the style to each and every one of them. Okay, let us look at another attribute. We can see that we have semicolon here, just like full stop. Then you can add another element with attribute like color. But look at the spelling of this color. It's American spelling, COLOR, not U. There's no U in this spelling. Then let's say color red. Save it. Then refresh your page. So all the H1 on the page will turn to red color, as you can see. But if it is inline CSS, you have to point the CSS to this H1 here. Then you point another CSS to this H1 here. But inline is stronger than internal. The only difference is that internal will just control everything on the page, but inline will also only control the one pointed to. Then the third one is external CSS. The external CSS is the situation whereby you create a single file for all your CSS. Then you write everything on a single page, then link the page to all files. That means if there's any error, maybe you have 100 pages on your in your file, in your folder, and you want to change the H1, which want to be 10, when you have a external CSS, when you have H1, by linking the style page to your file, it control all the H1. Now, assuming you have 100 pages and you want to correct the color of that H1, all you need to do is just to go to the single file, make the necessary correction, save, then it will affect on all pages. So instead of using inline, because when you use inline and you have maybe 10 on every page and 100 pages, you want to make any correction, you have to open the pages one after the other to make the correction. And this is going to be a lot of it's going to give you a lot of stress. Okay, then let me use inline CSS here. This is style equal to the text align center They can see the semicolon. So that's like a full stop. The color, let me use blue. The semicolon again. For this H1 style, text align, let's use right, then color. It's a maroon, then semicolon will end this. But you can see that I've pointed different CSS to them. By the time you refresh, both of them will obey their pointed CSS. You can see that this one is now blue color, which is centralized. Then this is maroon color, which is which is which shows on the right part of the page because the alignment is right, as you can see it here. We have a lot of things that we can use as for our CSS. Let me just say text. You can see these are the CSS elements that has to do with P, G, T, everything P. You have a lot of things, as you can see. So when we get to CSS as a course, we are going to learn more. Let us look at this. This is footer. This is division for main body. What is it? This is division for main body. And you can see the background is white. If you want the background to be yellow, just say background, then yellow. You can also use background color. The background color will come in yellow, as you can see. So CSS is just like painting your house. When you have a website, after building the website, then you want to paint it. You can also change the fonts. This okay, this is H1 tag. Look at it. This is H1 tag. You can say font size. Font size. If you say 100 pixel, that's px. The semicolon will end it. Refresh. Yeah, it's going to change the font, as you can see. Font has increased. So when you are building a website, we don't have any button to change the font like unlike Microsoft Word. They can also say um, font size. Just say font family. Then let's say cursive. Cursive. When you refresh this, we turn to cursive, as you can see. CSS is very powerful. So you can even use it to create uh, many things like clock. But that is advanced class. We have a lot of things that we can do with our CSS. But styling is just as simple as this. You can say text shadow, text shadow, let's say 3px, 2px, 2px, the pixel, Then which color? This one is maroon. Let's give it, let's say green. Let's see how it's going to display. Okay, now it has shadow. Let me give the main color white so that we can see it. The main color instead of this blue. Okay, let me give it black. The main color is black. Then the shadow here, let me give it red. Okay, so white with red shadow. I want it to be visible. Okay, black. You can see black with red shadow. I hope this is clear to us. So we have many ways of using our CSS. It just depends on you as a programmer. So it has to do with creativity. Then as you can look at this, you know, I put a style for body at initial stage that it shouldn't be more than 800 pixels. That is why after 800, it tells you keep on jumping to the next one. But if you want to remove this, instead of this, where is the body? Okay, this height. You can just remove the height. That is unlimited. Now I've removed the height now. Okay, as you can see, so this is the lowest uh, position of the body. So you just keep on maintaining the position of the body. I only put that 800 so that without having anything, it will still maintain 800. But as it is more than 800. It can keep on going like that. Just have to scroll. So it's not advisable to use height for your division. I think I've demonstrated a few things on the CSS here. So you can start the A3, you can just start anything, even paragraph. You can start anything. But when we get to advanced class, we will learn more on the CSS. Thank you.